Model Momagers. Calculating, daring, bold, and rarely inclined to take no for an answer, the top mother managers in the fashion world are known for their cutthroat tactics, business savvy, and ability to turn any news about their spawn into a pretty penny. However, ascending the ladder of fame can prove to be challenging, and we all remember stories of the parents of stars derailing not only their careers, but also their lives. What the world has learned over the years is that it is a tightrope to navigate the intricacies of balancing the work and personal lives with their children, all the while ensuring they don't overshadow their own offspring. But which momager has the edge when it comes to their daughters' careers? We break it down from head to heel, lay the evidence before you, and then let you decide through our comment section below. Are you ready for the battle of the momagers? Krisjenner versus Yolanda Hadid. Let's go. The tale of the tape. Krisjenner. First, we have the woman who trademarked the term momager. Kris Jenner, the mother to a staple of wildly successful Kardashian and Jenner girls that have amassed billions of dollars across several industries. Kris is noted for being a hustler of epic proportions. If Kris Jenner can't sell it, then it can't be sold. From sex tapes and rehab stints, multiple marriages and divorces, Caitlyn Jenner and even Kanye, no momager in the world has navigated the Hollywood beat with as steady a hand as Kris Jenner. With unparalleled determination, exceptional moxie, and a penchant for impeccable timing, the former flight attendant has made the Kardashian-Jenner brand one of the most lucrative of the current era. The proof is in the pudding, as all 6 of her children, yes, even Rob Kardashian, have amassed wealth in the tens of billions of dollars, and a couple of them in the billions. By carving a niche for each of her children, Kris has proven her mettle time and time again. So, when Kendall decided she wanted to pursue a modeling career, Kris did what she does best: the damn thing. In only a few years, Kendall Jenner has become arguably the top model in the world, and with her height, looks, and famous last name and connections, she has walked for everyone of note and graced the covers of countless magazines. Today, Kendall Jenner stands front and center as one of fashion's current runway elites, and as her manager, Kris rakes in the big contracts for her daughter. And as she reminds all of her kids, for her work and dedication, her fee? 10%. As the internet likes to say, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. But not so fast. We are never ones to shy away from controversy. And we would be remiss if we overlooked the fact that Kris Jenner initially threw 2 of her daughters into the big leagues of modeling, but only one stuck. Doubling down on their famous last names, in the beginning, Kris was able to snag jobs for Kylie at a few top companies, including Topshop, PacSun, OK Magazine, Teen Vogue, and on the runway for Kanye's Yeezy collection. But soon enough, the truth became abundantly clear that Kylie didn't have what it takes to be an elite model, despite her connections. And why, you may ask? Well, it comes down to proportions. At only 5'6" on a good day and far from the lean, lithe figure needed for the industry, Kylie's days were numbered, and before long, Kris made the decision to sideline Kylie, reposition her behind the scenes as a makeup mogul, and then concentrated all her efforts into making Kendall a famous face in the industry. And just like that, 2 became 1. So, what has Kris done with Kendall in less than a decade? Here's a brief rundown. The eldest child from her marriage to Bruce, now Caitlyn Jenner, the word on the street was that Kris had a plan for Kendall before Kendall even had a plan for herself. Once she expressed even a semblance of an affinity for fashion and working in the industry, Kris went into hype mode, and before long, Kendall made her official runway debut at 16, when she walked in 2011 at New York Fashion Week. By 2013, Kendall signed with the Society Management and quickly became a prominent model in the world of fashion, securing high-profile modeling projects and establishing herself as an elite model. In 2014, Kris secured Kendall's biggest booking to date when she made her debut strutting the runway for Marc Jacobs. Kendall, who was barely 18 at the time, wore a transparent top during the show and caused quite a buzz in the media. Instead of crying behind the scenes, Momager Kris redirected the controversy and turned tears into triumph. When the dust had settled, Kendall increased her subsequent bookings for both print and runway projects. Those bookings included top fashion houses like Chanel, Balmain, Tommy Hilfiger, Estee Lauder, plus a slew of magazine covers. And while Kendall herself attempted to downplay that her success was due to her famous last name and Kardashian connections, Kris knew the truth. The truth is that Kendall's stint on reality TV played a significant role in her rapid ascent within the industry, particularly in an era where models are often hired based on their social media following. In 2015, krisjenner managed to increase Kendall's presence even more when she walked again for Marc Jacobs and secured her daughter runway spots for Vera Wang, Alexander Wang, Fendi, and other notable brands. Kris also secured for Kendall a lucrative contract with Calvin Klein Jeans, and she became the face of their #MyCalvins campaign. Soon afterward, Kendall made her debut in the Victoria's Secret runway show, in a striking blue ensemble adorned with intricate embroidery. Being a momager is not only about getting lucrative deals, it is also about crisis management. And anyone that keeps up with the Kardashian-Jenner clan knows that Kris Jenner is a pro at crisis management. In 2017, Kendall courted more controversy when she appeared in a Pepsi ad that basically showed the model ending racism by handing a can of the beverage to a police officer. Really, Kendall? Following a wave of negative feedback, the advertisement was swiftly withdrawn, and Kendall took responsibility by offering an apology on her television show. Her sisters, in a supportive manner, reassured her that this incident would serve as a valuable learning experience, referring to it as her first scandal. And how right they were. In 2018, Kris Jenner had the last laugh when Kendall was crowned the highest-earning supermodel globally by Forbes, racking in an astonishing $22.5 million in that single year. The announcement sent shockwaves through the modeling industry, influencer marketing, and the vast realm of social media, firmly establishing her as a formidable presence to be acknowledged and respected. And in true momager form, Kris continues to diversify her daughter's brand. In 2021, Kendall debuted her own liquor, 818 Tequila, and sales have been brisk. Today, Kendall sits at the top of the fashion world with an estimated net worth of $60 million and 291 million followers on Instagram. Is she a supermodel? We'll delve into that in another video, but there is no mistake that she is a top model. Love her or hate her, Kendall is here to stay, and she owes much of her success to her momager Kris Jenner. But there's another model momager on the scene that is nipping at the Louboutins of Kris Jenner. That woman is Yolanda Hadid. Sure, Kris may have trademarked the term, but when it comes to model management, Yolanda is a woman that is more than holding her own. Unlike her good friend Kris Jenner, Yolanda Hadid has not just one successful model child, but three if you want to count her son Anwar Hadid, who has also been featured in major fashion campaigns. Where Kris failed with Rob Kardashian, Yolanda shined with Anwar. But we digress. Being the momager of top models Bella and Gigi, Yolanda possesses a deep comprehension of the fashion industry's expectations and requirements. Yolanda spent years herself on runways all over the world, and her insight into the industry runs deep. Drawing upon her own successful career as a top model in the Netherlands and on the Real Housewives franchise, she skillfully utilized her industry connections to propel both her daughters into the realm of fashion. Her strategic efforts have yielded significant rewards, solidifying her daughters' prominence and their global appeal, and Yolanda wasted no time in centering her children for runway domination. By the age of 2, Yolanda had daughter Gigi appearing in Guess ads, but paused her career at age 8 in order for her child to have what she referred to as a normal life. That normal life didn't last long, however, and soon Yolanda had daughter Gigi back in the spotlight. By the time Gigi resurfaced in 2013, she was quickly signed to IMG Models and debuted on the runway with Desigual. Bella followed a year later at 16, and together they became the biggest sister duo in fashion once Kylie Jenner's brief stint came to an official close. And how was Yolanda able to secure top modeling gigs for her daughters so quickly? Through reality television, of course. Thanks to Yolanda's role on popular reality television series The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her daughters were featured across several seasons and at the start of their modeling careers. This mass exposure gave them instant brand recognition, and as their social media followings climbed, so did their lucrative modeling gigs. Their stint on the show and Momager Yolanda's direction solidified their positions as part of the emerging cohort of it girls in Los Angeles that include Kendall and Kylie Jenner and Hailey Bieber, all top models with famous parents working in the entertainment industry. But if you thought Yolanda was through, think again. Gigi had her breakthrough when she landed her first Tom Ford campaign, with Bella making her New York Fashion Week debut in the autumn-winter season of 2014. By 2016, daughter Gigi was named International Model of the Year, and Yolanda finagled her way to her own reality show in 2018, making a model with Yolanda Hadid. Where's your modeling show, Kris? Fast forward to now, and it's nearly impossible to come across a magazine or runway show where one of the sisters isn't prominently featured. Gigi and Bella boast an impressive tally of Vogue covers between them, and both sisters are ranked among the highest paid models in the industry, earning an estimated $20 million each annually according to Forbes. And we all know how Kris handles controversy, but how about Yolanda's momager skills when bad news comes into the picture? Crisis Management 101, Gigi Hadid versus Zayn Malik. In late 2021, Gigi's baby daddy, pop singer Zayn Malik from former boy band One Direction, was accused of striking Yolanda while taking care of their child daughter. Once the dust had settled, fans were taking sides with the model or the singer, and Bella and Anwar removed Zayn from their social media accounts. Did the incident adversely affect her Gigi's career? Probably not, as now the paparazzi are offering top bucks to get photos of baby Kai. Yolanda, too, knows how to turn a crisis into a check. And how are Gigi and Bella's bank accounts looking these days? Well, trust us, these two won't be on the poverty lines anytime soon, that's for sure. Today, Gigi's net worth is $30 million, while Bella is estimated at $25 million. Their remarkable careers have encompassed walking the runways for nearly every major fashion house and serving as the faces of numerous beauty campaigns. And who made it possible for these siblings to live in the lap of luxury and at the top of Forbes lists? Yolanda, Momager-in-Chief. Make a decision, folks. So, taking all of this information into account, who is truly the momager of the moment? While Yolanda Hadid has two top models in her entourage and they are both among the biggest earners in the fashion industry, does Kris Jenner have the edge with her large brood? Despite not having a long-running reality television show to boost their bottom line, Gigi and Bella still managed to compete against the juggernaut that is the Kardashian-Jenner clan. Both Yolanda and Kris managed to navigate their children into several areas of entertainment, bringing added attention to everything they do. What do we definitely know according to both mothers? All publicity is good publicity. Having said that, we lay the question before you viewers. Which of these ladies is the momager of the moment? Is it Yolanda Hadid or Kris Jenner? Let us know in the comment section below. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe for updates on our latest release. And thanks for watching this video.